estimated 400,000 visitors. The city also plans to diversify excursion packages, including culinary tours and cultural experiences, to boost the local economy. Additionally, startup support for tourism businesses will be expedited, with training and consulting programs starting earlier in the year. In international news, China's tit-for-tat import taxes on some American goods came into effect today as the trade war between the world's two biggest economies escalates and U.S. President Donald Trump threatens to hit more countries with tariffs. Beijing announced the plan on February 4th, minutes after New Year.
We're going to talk to someone and find out a little bit. Hi, we're going to talk.
Trump said he would impose a 25% tariff on all steel and aluminum imports into the U.S., with a full announcement to come today. Now taking a look at the weather, the current weather in Busan is mostly clear with a temperature of 5 degrees Celsius. Winds are slightly strong, increasing the risk of small sparks turning into large fires. Caution is advised to prevent wildfires and other types of fires. The temperature will average around 2 degrees Celsius this evening. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BEFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Nick Greenwood. BEFM 부산영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Something that belongs to me but is used more by others. Once decided, it can't be easily changed or undone. And whether I like it or not, I have to use the same one from the moment that I'm born. Everybody, what is your name? Well, hello there everybody, my name is Nick and welcome to For Your Busan. Our first song is going to be 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Right above the street, you and I should Morphine city slipping dudes down to sea. We don't even care, as restless as we are. We feel the home in the land of 1,000 years. Born salmon, lamented at the show. To the lights and towns below. Faster than sweet sound. Faster than we thought we go. Beneath the sound of home. Justine never knew the rules. Hung down with the freaks and ghouls. Now apologies ever need be made. I know you better than you fake it to see that we don't even care to shake these zipper blues. And we don't know just where our bones will rest to dust. I guess forgotten echoes all to the earth below. The street heats the urgency up now. As you see, there's no one around.
And that was 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins. Welcome everybody to For Your Busan this brand new week on a Monday. Believe it or not, the weekend is over and a brand new week has started. My name is Nick and welcome one and all. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I want to ask a question to start things off. Do you like your name? Very simple question, right? Now, according to a New York Times opinion piece, based on a survey, around 79% of people generally like their names. However, some individuals may dislike their names due to various reasons, including negative associations or how it sounds to them. For me personally, I'm happy with the name Nick. It's a very normal, not a very special name. I know several other Nicks when I was growing up, but I'm happy with it. Actually, my parents told me if it wasn't Nick, they were going to call me Kevin. And I'm very glad. 장PD's laughing like, Kevin I don't think suits me. 정말 다행이었습니다. I'm Nick, not Kevin. Maybe in a different life, but who knows. But do you like your name? And how do people choose names for their children? Some get names from their parents or their relatives, while others visit professional naming services to select a name. I know in Korea, it's very popular for people to go to, the tarot readings or the 사주, and they'll get a name chosen for them that has a lot of luck. 뭐 좀 복이 많은 이름을 많이 doing that kind of thing. That's what I think anyway. 장PD, how was your name chosen? Was it chosen by going to 점쟁이? No. Was it 장, like 장수? No. Oh, that's your surname. Okay.
My parents and grandparents, they kind of...
Parents and grandparents, our producer, his name was chosen by them. That's cool. Well, in the UK, generally it's, you just go with what you think sounds nice, or maybe like what your parents or your grandparents said. But if you're good at coming up with names, here's a challenge for you. Name one of Busan's stunning landmarks. Now, Haeundae District is holding a naming contest for the Skywalk Haewol Observatory, located below Haewoljeong on Dalmaji Hill. This scenic spot attracts around 1,000 visitors daily and remains open until 8 p.m. due to its popularity, even at night. Now, the judging criteria include how well the name captures the symbolic meaning of the East Sea and South Sea coming together, and how easy it is to pronounce and to remember. as well. The top 4 entries will be selected, and the contest runs until the 28th. Each person can submit 1 entry. Now, if you are interested, you can download the application form from the district's website and submit it via email, mail, or in person at the Tourism Facility Management Office. And if you win, you'll receive a cash reward, plus the honor of having named this particular place. So if you're up for the challenge and you're creative and you've got a good name, go for it. Why not? Nothing to lose. We like to name things, right? Well, everyone, welcome officially to the show. It's good to see people coming in and saying hello. We've got Benny Nim, bright and early as always. Welcome to the show, my friends, saying, hi, Nick, Chang PD and everyone. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend, Benny Nim. It's wonderful to see you here. Hwang Chakka Nim, hello. No words, just a blowing kiss emoticon. Oh, that's very sweet. Back at you, Hwang Chakka Nim, and happy Monday. Sangmin Park, good to see you, saying good afternoon. Michael Kim님 saying 딸내미와 싸우던 중이어서 우울했는데 사진 보니 다시 기분 좋아진, 사진만 봐도 기분 좋아지는 마이 프렌드 닉. 글을 보이지 않게 오랫동안 충전해 주시는 장배터리 PD님. 보열 친구님들 안녕하세요. What a long sentence, but I'm really sorry that you're fighting with your daughter. How old is your daughter? Below 10, you said, right? Yeah, I guess that's an age, maybe they're kind of like, 아빠, 왜 그래? Maybe, I don't know, you're the dad, right? Maybe, if you're like a 딸 바보, maybe you can just let her win, right? I don't know if that's good parenting, but maybe you can just say, hey, daughter, I love you. Let's watch a movie, or something like that. I do hope it gets resolved quickly, and thanks for... I'm glad that the picture of For Your Busan made you feel a little bit better. Juliet Nim, hello, saying hello everybody. Sweet voice Nick and Chang PD Nim, 하트 뿅뿅뿅. 아유, Juliet Nim 반갑습니다. Good to see you. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and it's always sweet when you write such sweet messages. So welcome to the show. 소희님, hello, saying good afternoon. Nick, 장 PD님 and 친구들 모두 안녕하세요. Hello, happy Monday, 소희님. Did you have a good weekend? Welcome back. I hope the night shifts aren't killing you these days. I hope you're surviving. It seems like you're doing well. So good on you for sure. Summer님, hello, 안녕하세요. Welcome to the show, Summer님. 수덕션님 as well. Welcome, everybody. Anyone who's just joining in now, this is For Your Busan, and my name is Nick. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you that you can suggest today's text topic. For Your Busan의 토픽은 여러분이 하고 싶은 이야기로 정해집니다. Let me know what topic you'd like to discuss on the show, and then our writer will choose one of them, or maybe use them as inspiration. Now, you can join the conversation in Korean and English. Just send a message to pound 9050, 샵 9050, to cost you 101, a KakaoTalk message, or even better, just go onto YouTube, type in BFM, click on For Your Busan, and you can see me here in the studio and talk with all the wonderful mates in the live chatting area. I see Jin Lee Nim has come back with a new name. I like this one. Inner Peace. Ooh, Jinli Inner Peace 반갑습니다. Saying hi Nick and 포부님들. I like that. Maybe you're feeling, I guess you're feeling at peace these days, which is really awesome. Welcome to the show. Now I'm going to tell you what's coming up. In the first half, we have Busan Is, where we bring you the latest updates and insights in the Busan news segment with 6 p.m. news anchor Hong Jung-hwa. After that, we have Latina Maria, time to share my thoughts about everything in the world. It's also a moment to reflect on how these things were back in my day. And then to round off the first half, Jimmy will be here for Busanhat플, or Busan Hot Places. And this segment takes you on a journey through the city, showcasing the city's most exciting events, must-see attractions, and vibrant activities. And then that will be the end of the first half, but we have a second half. Oh, goody. That's not sarcastic, by the way. We have On the Mic, stories of Busan locals encountered on the streets of Busan. And then we'll have Busan's Tale at the end of the show. That's with Haley, going over a bit of history, interesting things that you may not know about the city. Of course, in the second half, we have everyone's favourite, Busan Quiz Master, a daily quiz time with listeners where you could be a prize winner and take home a coffee coupon for today. So all you have to do is participate throughout the show, send me some messages, say hello, and also get involved with the Quizmaster later. Remember, 카카오톡, 문자 message, or YouTube 댓글. They're all good. Send me messages that way. Cake Like 2님 coming in as well, saying hi. Welcome to the show, Cake Like 2님, and happy Monday to you. 1191번님 as well, saying 반갑습니다. 화면으로 보면 서두고 있어요. 보면서 듣고 있어요. Sorry, I thought you have to stand and listen when you were watching it. It's good to see you, 1191번님. Welcome to the show. If you want, you can save 100원 and you can message through YouTube. It's free that way. Or it doesn't matter, you can also send however you want, my friend, whatever is most comfortable for you. Thank you for messaging in and saying hello. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere because Busan Is coming up next.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Every day we have BFM's announcer Hong Jung-hwa with us, ready to fill us in on everything Busan. We're going to spotlight the latest from the city with updates in both Korean and English. And of course, we welcome Hong Dang-dang-님 to the studio. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 월요일입니다.
엄청
반갑습니다.
추우신가 봐요.
네, 아직 좀 추워요.
그렇죠. 근데
네.
주말보다 조금 더 따뜻해지지 않았어요?
네, 맞아요.
예,
네, 이번 주에는 조금 기온이 올랐고
예.
수요일이 정월 대보름인데 비가 와서 보름달을 볼 수 있을지 의문이고요. 네, 그날은
nice.
기온이 조금 포근하다가 그리고
Yeah.
좀 더 낮아지다가 이제는 봄이 올 것 같아요.
Yes. I think we're at the end of this cold snap and
네.
hopefully we can see a full moon
네.
if we're lucky. So great stuff. Did you have a good weekend? 주말을 잘 보내셨나요?
네, 주말에 푹푹 쉬었습니다.
아이고, 잘하셨습니다. So we're going to go over some news and then we'll have some proverbs.
네. 이럴 때일수록 많이 움직여야 되는데, 그죠? 부산시가 문화체육관광부가 주관하는 2025년 지역 자율형 생활체육 활동 지원 공모에 2개 사업이 선정됐다는 소식입니다. 국비 3억 1천만 원을 확보하고 올해 하반기부터 사업을 시작할 예정인데요. 공모에 선정된 사업 달려라 부산은 다대포해수욕장과 삼락 생태공원 등지에서 건강과 복지, 취약계층을 대상으로 일주일에 한 번 맞춤형 육상 종목 프로그램을 운영하거나 건강 측정을 지원하는 사업입니다. 또 달밤의 체조 부산 프로그램은 수변공원과 시민공원 등에서 진행하는 체조 등의 생활체육 프로그램입니다.
Busan City announced on the 10th that 2 projects were selected for the 2025 Regional Autonomous Living Sports Activity Support Competition organized by the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism and secured 310 million won in national expenditure. The projects selected for the competition are Run Busan and Gymnastics on the Moon Night Busan. Run Busan is a project that operates customized athletics programs for vulnerable people in health and welfare at Daepo Beach and Samlak Ecological Park once a week, or supports health measurement. Gymnastics on the Moonlight Busan is a program that provides gymnastics and other physical activities at waterfront parks and civic parks. The city plans to launch these 2 programs in the second half of the year.
네, 부산시가 노인 일자리와 건강 문제를 동시에 해결하는 노쇠 예방 노인 일자리 사업을 확대하기로 했습니다. 사업의 이름은 하하 건강 파트너인데요. 직무 교육을 받은 노인 건강 파트너 142명이 마을 활동가와 노인들을 상대로 사회적 고립감, 우울감, 노화 등으로 신체나 또 정신적 기능이 저하된 상태인 노쇠 선별 검사 등을 수행하는 사업입니다. 2023년에 시범 사업을 거쳐서 지난해에는 마을 건강센터가 대상으로 진행이 운영이 됐는데 올해는 건강생활지원센터와 공공 민간 병원 또 구군 시니어 클럽 등 90여 개의 기관으로 확대됐습니다. 노인 일자리와 노인 건강 문제까지 해결하는 이번 사업은 전국에서 유일하게 부산에서만 시행 중입니다.
The city of Busan announced on Tuesday that it is expanding a job program for the elderly that simultaneously solves health problems and prevents senility. The project, named Haha Health Partner, involves 142 elderly health partners who have completed job training to conduct screenings for senility, and a condition in which physical and mental functions decline due to social isolation, depression, and aging, with village activists and the elderly. After a pilot project in 2023, village health centres were targeted last year. With this year, it was expanded to more than 90 institutions, including healthy living, support centres, public and private hospitals, and senior clubs in districts and counties. The city explained that the project, which has a twofold effect of creating jobs for the elderly and solving health problems for the elderly, is the only one in Busan in the country.
네, 부산시교육청은 새 학기를 앞두고 학생과 교직원의 안전을 위해서 전체 학교를 대상으로 오늘부터 20일까지 학교 안전 종합 점검을 실시합니다. 점검 내용은 통학 안전 관리, 고농도 미세먼지 대응, 공기 정화 장치, 먹는 물 관리, 학교 시설물 안전 관리, 또 기숙사 화재 예방이나 산업 안전 관리 등 3개 분야 11개 부문입니다.
The Busan Office of Education announced that it will conduct a comprehensive school safety inspection for all schools from the 10th to the 20th to ensure the safety of students and staff ahead of the 2025 school year. The inspection covers 11 sectors in 3 areas, including transportation, safety management, response to high concentration of fine dust, air purification devices, food and water management, safety of school facilities, safety management of construction sites inside and outside the school, fire prevention in dormitories, and industrial safety management.
네. 오늘 부산의 한 은행에 괴한이 침입해서 돈을 내놓으라고 협박하다가 고객과 은행 직원에게 검거되는 일이 있었습니다. 기장경찰서는 강도 혐의로 30대 남성 A씨를 조사하고 있는데요. A씨는 오늘 오전 11시쯤 기장군 일광읍에 있는 한 은행에서 목도리와 모자로 얼굴 대부분을 가린 채 검은 비닐로 싼 장난감 총을 이용해서 진짜 총을 든 것처럼 행세하며 은행을 털려고 시도한 것으로 알려졌습니다. 이 남성은 은행에 들어와 시민들에게는 무릎을 꿇으라고 소리를 쳤고 직원들에게는 미리 준비해온 여행용 가방에 5만 원권을 담으라고 요구했습니다. 경찰 관계자는 A씨가 다른 곳을 보는 사이 시민과 은행 직원들이 A씨를 제압했다며 은행에 들어온 지 2분 만에 검거됐다고 말했습니다. 경찰은 현재 범행 동기를 조사하고 있고요. 괴한이 들고 있던 검은 비닐에는 공룡 모양의 장난감 물총이 들어 있었습니다.
A man attempted a bank robbery in Busan, threatening staff to hand over money, but was quickly subdued by customers and employees. On the 10th, the Kijang police station in Busan announced that they are investigating a man in his 30s, identified as A, on charges of robbery. A is accused of attempting robbery at a bank in Kijang-gun, Busan at 10:58 a.m. that day. Wearing a scarf and hat to conceal most of his face, he reportedly tried to stage the heist by using a toy gun wrapped in a black plastic bag to make it appear real. Upon entering the bank, the suspect allegedly shouted at customers to kneel down and demanded that an employee filled a travel bag he had brought with 50,000 won bills.
네.
Wow.
와우.
That's 말이 없습니다. 마이클 킴님께서 A씨 영화를 너무 많이 보셨네요라고 했어요.
그러니까 현장에 있었던 그게 장난감 총인지 무엇인지도 전혀 모르는 상태에서는 너무 놀라셨을 것 같아요.
그렇죠.
요즘에 너무 그냥 밖에 나가는 자체가 너무 좀 위험하게 느껴지는 요즘에서 그죠?
It's a real shame. It is a shame, but hopefully this kind of thing doesn't happen again. We've got some hellos. 베니님께서 안녕하세요 홍당당님이라고
안녕하세요.
했고요. 마이클 킴님, 닉 잘하고 있나의 주인공 홍당 충전님. 안녕하세요. She's always checking.
잘하고 있다. 이렇게
Yeah.
제가 보는 사람이군요. 네.
진리님 생 TMI. 오늘부터 계절성 비염 콧물 폭포 시작. 봄이 오나 봐요. 저도 공감 잘 됩니다.
아, 봄이 정말 오는가 보다.
예, 저는
정확하거든요.
이 hay fever라는 게 있거든요.
네.
이 꽃가루 알러지 좀 심한 편이라서 when spring comes, yeah, like 진리님 says, 콧물 폭포.
아,
So get ready, everyone.
가을은 어떠세요? 가을.
가을은 괜찮죠.
가을 괜찮아요? 봄.
Yeah.
아,
Yeah.
꽃가루.
보면 꽃가루 막 생기기 시작해가지고
그렇군요.
꽃도 막 자라나고 막 그래요.
아, 그렇군요.
Yeah, flowers are my worst enemy, but they're beautiful, so
네.
I try to resist. Okay, so right now, before 하기 전에 질문이 들어왔는데요. 마이클 킴님께서 질문이 있습니다라고 했어요. 홍당당님 혹시 성우를 해보신 적도 있으신가요?
성우요? 뭐 어디 소속돼서 성우는 아니지만 녹음 같은 거 할 때 뭐 꿈틀거리는 애벌레 역할이라든지.
아니 왠지 그 약간 문법책이나 뭐 그런
네, 어린이
어린이 거.
그 동화책 같은 거 녹음해서 보낸 적은 있었어요.
그런 되게 마음을 편하게 해주는 그런 목소리가 있으신가 봐요.
아, 감사합니다.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Everyone agrees. 마이클 킴님 says 홍당당님은 다큐멘터리 성우 목소리 딱이신 것 같아요.
아,
Yeah.
닉은 과연 잘하고 있을까? 당을 충전할 시간이다. 뭐 이런 거.
That'll be a good documentary. I would watch that. Okay.
따라라라. 자,
Alright.
속담
Let's do it. Let's
시간입니다.
do it. Yeah, 속담.
네, 자, 닉이 뒷부분을 완성해주는 속담 시간입니다. 정말 이 영국 사람이 이렇게 한국 속담에 관심을 가지고 공부를 많이 했다는 것에 너무 감사한 일이 그죠?
네,
잘하고 계십니다.
옛날에 제가
기억력도
공부를 좀
좋다는 것을
하긴 했어요.
아주 이렇게 돌려 말하고 계십니다.
Okay.
네, 첫 번째 속담 드릴게요. 자, 길고 짧은 것은
길고 짧은 것은 사람의 생각이죠.
이야, 이것도
아닌가요?
철학까지.
철학적인 그런 답인데 그럼 맞나요? 맞을까요?
땡.
땡이에요.
속담 시간입니다. 길고 짧은 것은 어떻게 해봐야 안다.
그 뭐지? 자루인가? 아니 자로 그렇게 막 측정해야죠.
오, 재봐야 된다.
아, 재봐야 된다.
네네,
그죠,
그
그죠.
맞아요. 길고 짧은 것은 대어보아야 안다. 이게 속담이거든요. 그런 것처럼 그냥 이럴 거야. 제가 더 맞아. 내가 힘이 써서 이렇게 그냥 눈으로만 대충 하는 것이 아니라 크고 작고 또 이기고 지고 또 잘하고 못하고 하는 것은 실제로 겨루어 보아야 그 실력을 알 수 있다. 이런 의미입니다.
You can't just make estimations. You have to measure it and test them to see which one is better.
네, 그렇죠.
Okay, that's a good one.
길고 짧은 것은 대보아야 한다.
Okay.
자, 두 번째 속담입니다. 가루는 칠수록 고와지고
가루치는 거 뭐 땡땡땡땡 때리는 것인가요?
그 채라는 것이 있어요. 그물 모양의 도구인데
물이 빠질 수
가루를
있게.
네네 가루를 곱게 탁탁탁탁 치면 곱게 갈리잖아요. 그런데
오.
반면에 무엇은 어떻게 된다 이런 속담이거든요.
가루는 칠수록
고와지고
반죽은 부드러워진다. 그렇죠. 그러겠죠.
무슨 반죽일까?
아 가루.
가루는
반죽.
칠수록 고와지고 속담은 말은 할수록 거칠어진다.
안 좋은 거네요.
말은 많이 할수록 거칠어진다는.
아 그럼 말 많이 하지 마세요. 막 그런 말인가요?
침묵은 금이다와 통하는 이런 뜻이겠죠.
언제 쓸 수 있을까요?
그러니까 가루는 칠수록 고와지는데 막
예.
콩 가루가 되는데
예.
말은 자꾸 하면 할수록 오해가 생기거나 또 불필요한 말을 하게 돼서 밤에 잘 때 내가 이 말 괜히 했어 이불킥을 하거나 뭐 이렇게 된다는 식으로 말은 좀 절제하는 것이 좋다.
아 스스로에게 막 얘기하는 건가요? 아니면 뭐 어떤 사람이 말이 너무 많으면 좀 조용하세요.
그렇게 할 수도 있죠. 네,
오케이.
우리나라에서는 약간 말에 대한 경계에 대한 속담도 굉장히 많아요.
That's interesting. Okay, so the longer you speak, you end up talking rubbish. So
네.
you might say something bad. So don't speak too much. Don't speak too much. Okay, 3번으로 넘어가겠습니다.
네, 세 번째 속담입니다. 용의 꼬리보다
이거 압니다. 이거 얼마 전에 이 홍당당님이 가져오지 않으셨어요?
제가요?
그 사자 성어도 있는데 그건 까먹었고요. 그건 그 뱀의 머리가 났다.
그 사자성어 때 가져왔나 보다.
예. 근데
처음에
뱀의
우리
머리가
사자성어
났다는
했거든요.
뜻이죠.
네네네.
예, 근데
맞아요.
그 사자성어는 잘 모르겠어요.
용의 한자는 용,
용, 머리, 두,
뱀은 뱀사,
사,
꼬리, 미,
꼬리 is 미?
꼬리.
약간 아름다운 미?
꼬리미.
꼬리미.
매일
용두사미.
마지막. 용두사미. 오, 맞습니다.
뱀의 머리가 났다는
네.
뜻이에요.
크고 훌륭한 곳에서 혹은 또 사람의 그늘에서 그 뒤에 그냥 그늘 속에 있는 것보다는 아무리 작은 집단이라도 그것에 좀 더 앞장서서 열심히 하는 우두머리가 낫다. 이런
홍당당님
뜻입니다.
어떻게 생각하시나요? 이거 맞는 말일까요?
이게 그때 다르더라고요.
그죠.
네,
네.
어떤 곳에서는 그죠.
네.
용두가 낫지만 또 어떤 곳에서는 삼이도 낫고.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like being a big fish in a small pond is better than being a small fish in a big pond.
네, 네.
그런 말이랑 비슷한 것 같아요.
네.
Really
용의
interesting.
꼬리.
There we
용의
go.
꼬리.
Before you go, I do have today's text topic. 엄청 기네요. Okay, it's examples. Okay, 제가 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 좀 여쭤보겠습니다. 누군가와 다퉜을 때 어떻게 화해하시나요? How do you make up after a fight? 뭐 예를 들어서 먼저 미안하다고 말한다. 아니면 상대가 먼저 미안하다고 말하길 기다린다.
누가 먼저 미안했는지에 대해서 알아요. 내가
상황을
미안하면
보고.
내가 미안하다고 하는데
근데 고집이 세면 다 그 상대방의 탓이라고 할 수 있죠.
그럴 수도 있죠.
예, 그럼 어떡하죠?
그럼 어떡하죠?
고집이 세신 편인가요?
또 어떤 부분도 그래요.
Okay.
네.
Okay.
참 이 어려운 토픽이 많아서.
그렇죠.
네.
예.
이게 한 번 얘기하기엔 좀 어려운 것들이 많아서 항상 질문을 받으면 스스로를 돌아보며 퇴장하게 됩니다. 우리 청취자 여러분들이 질문을 좀 어렵게 주셔가지고.
Okay. Well then,
반성하며.
this is a question for everyone else then. What do you do when you want to make up with someone after a fight? 누군가와 다퉜을 때 어떻게 화해하시나요?
그런데 어떤 상황을 무마하기 위해서 내가 잘못 안 했는데도 잘못했다고 하는 경우도 많거든요.
Hey, really?
아기 때. 네.
아기 때.
네. 그리고 친한 사이일 때 내가 미안해. 왜냐하면
그래요?
별로 잘못한 것도 없지만
예.
이 상황이 된 것 자체가 내가 너그럽지 못해서 됐으니까
오케이.
내가 잘못했 이렇게 하는 경우도 있잖아요.
그래요? 되게 마음이 되게 넓으신 분들이
작은
그렇게 하실 것
거는
같아요.
그 사태를 빨리
돈을 막
해결하기
훔쳤는데
위해서.
괜찮아 하면
아니 그건 아니죠. 범죄 말고 마음씀에 있어서는.
Okay. 수덕손 냄새 내가 잘못했으면 당연히 미안하다고 말한다.
네.
Very good, 수덕손님. Thank you very much, 홍당당님, and I'll see you tomorrow. 내일 뵙겠습니다.
내일 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Alright, we're going to take a song break. Don't go anywhere. This was requested by Benny님. This is 동경소녀 by 김관진.
오랜만이야 정말 보고 싶었지만 내 하찮은 자존심이 허락 안 했어. 헤어진 후에 많이 달라진 듯 같아. 늘 해오던 긴 머리가 내겐 어울려. 네가 떠난 후 빈자리가 너무나 컸었다고 말하고 싶은데 넌 왜 지금도 나를 자꾸만 나를 아프게 해. Oh my 지금도 너를 나만의 너를 I still love you.
김광진의 동경소녀 듣고 왔습니다. Welcome back everybody to For Your Busan. It is now 4:39 in the afternoon and we do have a quick correction to make. Now our lovely 홍당담, she is so knowledgeable, so amazing in every way, but you know, she's human as well. So she made one little teeny tiny mistake. And me, not being Korean, I had no idea. So 용두삼이 is 용의 머리와 뱀의 꼬리라는 뜻으로 처음은 크고 좋지만 끝이 좋지 않음을 이르는 말입니다. So there was a bit of confusion. Thank you to Soinim, Mina Linim, Michael Kimnim as well, giving us some corrections. I guess it's quite confusing. I guess 홍당당님, don't worry. Just 1 month of pay docked. You're not getting paid for 1 month now. I'm kidding. We love you, 홍당당님. But thank you, everybody. You know, this is good. This means I'll remember it forever. So it's really become a good thing at the end of the day. What do they say? 전화위복이라고 하죠. So yeah, 이제 좋은 것으로 변했죠. Yeah, I didn't learn that from 홍당당, by the way. Anyway, welcome back everyone to the show. Remember, you can message in at any time. Just send your messages to #9050 샵9050 주거스 201 a Kakao Talk message, YouTube live message. Hello to 고수님 as well. Welcome to the show. And anyone else who's coming in right now, good to see you. I see the messages coming in related to the text topic. I will read them in a little while. But right now, Jimmy is in the building.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. 준비가 덜 된 지미가 들어왔습니다.
I am ready.
He's ready. Just put his headphones
Yay.
on. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah?
You?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Now, before we dive into today's hot places, I want to ask you today's text topic.
Okay.
Now, you don't seem like the type who fights with people.
No.
다른 사람이랑 많이 싸우는 사람처럼 보이지 않아가지고 if you fight with someone, 만약에 누군가와 다퉜을 때 어떻게 화해하시나요?
Definitely depending on the situation. Well, if I am involved in that problems or if I made some mistakes, I just immediately apologize.
Yes.
Or try to make it up. But if I'm not,
Yeah.
then I don't need to.
Goodbye.
Right.
Cut ties, 절교.
그건 아니죠.
Okay.
그건 아니고. Well, because I mean, it kind of varies in a different situations, especially
Right.
when it gets involved with like business.
Oh, yeah.
It's, you know.
They say, though, you should never go into business with your friends because then friendships end, they say. You know, because there's going to be
Yeah.
some disagreement.
True.
You know, so...
Not 100%, but yeah, most of the time the data shows actually.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. Not all the time, of
Right,
course. Yeah.
but data shows.
고수님 says 잘생김이 묻어있는 지민호 환영합니다.
감사합니다.
And Benny님 saying 지민호 in the building. So you're here to bring us today's 핫플, 부산핫플, where you
Right.
bring us all of the, I guess, the hottest places in the city.
I mean, Nick, you have been here for quite a few years,
Yes,
right?
it's been a while.
Have you ever participate yourself in this festival, which is named 부산 북극곰 축제?
I have.
Whoa! Me
참가한
too.
적이 있어요.
저도요.
Really?
When?
한 6년 전에.
Wow. As for me,
2018년에.
3 years ago.
Oh, really?
During COVID
아이고,
period.
후배님, 후배님.
아, 후배네요, 제가.
우리 들어갔다고 하시죠?
Yeah. I went in there.
오, 에이.
근데 재미로 간 게 아니었는데 촬영을 위해서 왔어요. But you know what? It was a great day because I met Coyote. And 코요테랑 같이 촬영했고
Wow, that's
김종민이랑
nice.
뭐 백가랑 같이 막 촬영하고 막 그랬어요.
Wow.
It was a good experience. They're really nice people. But they didn't go in the water.
Yeah.
They were just singing, you know, their songs,
Right.
which is fine.
Yeah,
But,
sure.
Yeah, it was fun. I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't do it again.
Well, I was in that festival over the weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, I just want to introduce you guys and then show what it actually happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was good. You went in and...
Well, as for this time, I didn't get a chance to actually go in, so it was actually better for me just to like look around and then go into like food stalls and then eat some food and interview people. So it was fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. So yeah, take us on this place.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't really know about this, let me just tell you about it. The Busan Polar Bear Festival is one of the most exciting and unique winter events in Korea, and especially for this year, it was held on 7th till yesterday. On February, and the festival actually took the place at Gwangalli Beach. So yeah.
Is it always at Gwangalli?
I think it kind of take turns from like Gwangalli to Haeundae.
Yeah, I feel like it was Haeundae. I can't remember actually.
Right.
Yeah, I guess it changes, but yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, the festival is an annual event where actually participants jump into the freezing water and they actually get to stay there for half an hour. You could immediately come back out, but the event time is actually for 30 minutes.
Okay.
So from noon to 12:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, and then they actually throw those kind of balls to like let players, win the game and the prizes.
I mean, happy they chose this time when it's really the worst temperature, right?
I know.
It must have been really, really torturous.
Right.
But I guess that's part of the fun of it, right?
Yeah, but a lot of like swimmers and a lot of like those people actually wanted to sign up and then participated in this event. So
yeah,
it looked pretty good.
So people go there and they test their limits. I guess people say there are health benefits, kind of like taking a cold shower. People say it's good for your brain and for your, epigenetically.
Right.
It's good, apparently.
Yeah.
So, yeah, tell us, it's good? Is it good?
I guess, I mean, it is good because such as health benefits and cold water swimming is believed to boost the circulation and strengthen immunity systems and relieve stress. And I guess many people believe that like when the new year comes, it's kind of many people's tradition to like go into the freezing water to like refresh themselves and get rid of all the bad lucks from the previous years.
Yeah. I don't fully understand it. A hot shower would also take away the bad luck, I feel. But, it's a lot of fun. And you get that adrenaline rush. Sure. And it's good to look back and say, yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree and disagree because I'm the type of person who takes a cold shower every day.
No way, really?
Yeah, I do. I cannot take a hot shower.
Mornings or evenings?
Mornings and evenings.
Oh, you take 2 showers a day.
Yeah.
No save the planet for you. I'm kidding. At least you're not using hot water.
Right.
What benefits would you say it's had on you?
It kind of like refreshes my mindset, kind of like I just kind of remind myself, it's the new day and let me just like have like a fresh mindset and then let's get going.
I went through a small period where I did cold showers daily for about 30 days.
And then you just stopped?
Several years ago. And, it was definitely what I liked most. The cold shower was horrible. It felt really cold. I wanted to get out. But when I finished, when I got out of the shower, I've never felt so refreshed. Like I just feel like so refreshed and comfortable.
Makes sense.
But in the shower itself is really, really difficult.
I kind of do enjoy that though.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. So tell us more.
Yeah, I mean, so for the first interview, I had an interview with the organizer to learn more about the basic concept and the program of this festival. So let's listen to the first audio clip together.
안녕하세요. 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
북극곰 축제를 담당하고 있는 부산일보사 문화사업부 김장현입니다.
네, 이번 부산 북극곰 축제에 대한 간단한 소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
부산 북극곰 축제는 1988년도 서울올림픽을 기념하는 행사로 처음 열렸었고요. 올해 38회째를 맞이하고 있습니다. 영국 방송이 세계 10대 2세 겨울 스포츠로 선정할 만큼 최고의 겨울 바다 축제입니다.
이번 축제의 메인 컨셉이나 프로그램에 대해서 또 간략하게 소개를 해주신다면 어떤 게 있을까요?
일단 메인 프로그램은 그 북극곰 입수입니다. 인간 북극곰이 되어서 차가운 겨울 바다에 들어가는 프로그램인데요. 올해는 특별히 그 철인 3중 경기라고 불리는 그 트라이애슬론 아시안 게임 은메달리스트인 허민호 선수가 함께 입수도 하시고 또 참가자분들을 위한 다양한 그 경품 이벤트도 함께 진행을 하십니다. 또 이외에도 캐릭터 포토전, 또 북극곰 챌린지런, 또 북극곰과 이색 스포츠 대결 등 다양한 체험 프로그램을 그 시민분들 누구나 함께 하실 수 있도록 준비되어 있습니다. 그리고 8일 전날 토요일에는 전야제가 열리는데요. 전야제는 그 광안리에서 요즘 그 유명한 그 드론 나이트 쇼가 북극곰 축제를 주제로 해서 진행이 됩니다. 그래서 7시에 한 번, 9시에 한 번 열리고요. 그 사이에 저희가 준비한 그 콘서트, 전야 콘서트가 열립니다. 이 드론 쇼하고 콘서트도 그 시민분들 누구나 그 참가하고 즐기실 수가 있습니다.
네, 좋은 말씀 감사합니다.
Yeah, this festival was actually first held in 1988 to commemorate the Seoul Olympics, and then now it's the 38th year.
Wow. And they've been doing it every year.
Right.
That's so cool. And what amazed me is that so many people do it.
Right.
The beach was full of people just rushing into the water.
It was.
It's interesting because, you know, once the summer is over, the city, they shut down the beaches. So nobody, I don't know why, because I guess it's too cold, or maybe they don't want to hire more lifeguards for the non-summer season. But, you know, people still want to go in the water in the cold, and this shows it. 만학도 영어는 messaging in saying, 아침마다 냉수 샤워라니 대단하세요, 지미. 저는 여름에도 따뜻한 물에 샤워합니다.
Wow. 뭐 다 사람마다의 또 그게 있으니까요.
Yeah. Now I feel kind of convicted to maybe try and do it a bit more.
Try it. You only stopped for 30 days, so you should, carry on.
Yeah, okay. So you got another interview with someone not from Korea, right?
Yeah, I met a student who's actually studying in Korea, and she's from Russia. So I actually got to ask her how the festival is and then what's the plan for the next. So let's listen to the second audio clip together.
Hi, may I know your name and where you're from?
Hi, I'm Yulia. I'm from Russia.
Oh, Russia!
Yeah.
Is this your first time visiting in this event?
Yes, it's my first time. I'm living here for half a year. We are with my friend. We are Korean government scholars.
Oh,
so
nice.
we're studying.
Yeah. So how did you get to know about this festival?
Yeah, our school sent us a message that we can apply for it and come and visit. Maybe participate, maybe just watch and enjoy.
All right, so we are out here at Gwangalli, and how do you feel about this festival itself?
Oh, it's so cool. It's so fun, it's so interesting. We enjoy the music. We already played the traditional Korean games, and maybe we'll go there one more time to try.
Oh, to try?
Yeah.
Okay, probably all the participants will jump into the water at noon. Are you guys maybe planning to do so?
We're planning to watch and cheer.
All right.
Even if I'm from Russia, I'm not really into swimming into cold water in winter.
Totally understandable. So I guess you guys will probably revisit the booth that you were talking about to actually retry that game again after this, right?
Yes.
All right. Have plenty of fun, and then I'll get to see you guys later.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
It's interesting because I associate Russia with people who just love the cold.
I know,
of like
right?
Canadians, Russians. You think that, they must love cold water.
That's what I thought. And they're like, oh no, I'm just gonna stand back and cheer them.
So it seems that they're enjoying the time here as well. Even if they're not going in themselves, it's a great experience for people to do, right?
Right.
Yeah. So you've got another audio clip.
Sure. Another visitor all the way from 북구 area. So I asked her about the feedback of this festival. So let's listen to the last audio clip together.
안녕하세요. 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 저는 북구에서 온 황재희입니다.
북구에서부터 또 이렇게 광안리까지.
네네.
저희가 아시다시피 매년 이렇게 부산 북극곰 축제를 잘하고 있는데요. 이번 참여가 처음이실까요?
네, 많이 들어보긴 했는데 참가는 이번이 처음이에요.
막상 와보시니까 어떠세요?
많이 기대는 안 하고 왔는데 와보니까 할 것도 되게 많고 재밌고 좋은 것 같아요.
네, 지금 이렇게 광안리에서 여러 가지 행사를 진행 중인데 지금 또 이렇게 농구하는 앞에서 기다리고 계세요.
네네.
과연 성공을 하실 것 같으세요? 못 하실 것 같으세요?
제가 축구는 성공을 했는데 한번 농구도 해보도록 열심히 해야죠.
12시에 이제 참가자분들이 입수를 하는데 혹시 입수를 하실 계획이신지 아니면은 입수하는 걸 보고 갈 계획이신지 궁금합니다.
입수는 따로 안 할 건데 일단 즐길 거리 즐겨보고 만약에 시간 남으면 한번 보고 가려고 해요.
이렇게 지금 인터뷰 하시는 분처럼 들어는 봤는데 안 왔다 하시는 많은 청취자분들이 계실 거거든요.
네.
와보신 사람으로서 이거는 왜 와야 된다 한번 말씀해 주시겠어요?
일단 볼거리도 되게 많고 즐길거리도 많고 콘서트 같은 것도 많이 하니까 한번 와보시면 정말 후회 없으실 것 같습니다.
알겠습니다. 꼭 농구도 성공하시고 좋은 시간 되시길 바랍니다. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
와, 신나네요.
Yeah, it was super loud with like thousands of people. And then, it was her first visit and she actually heard about it many times. And then it was even more fun than what she expected.
That's awesome. That's really good. So maybe anyone listening out there, I know some of you aren't fans of cold showers, so this might not be up your alley. But still, I think it's great to try once. You know? It's great.
And it doesn't mean that you have to actually go into the water. You can actually, enjoy playing games, and they have like a lot of 딱지치기 games and basketball games and stuff. So
you know what I did after? I remember when I did that and I came out so cold, so I went to a 찜질방 and I just warmed up and had like 식혜 and 구운 계란, and it was great. It was a good day.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, there you go. Jimmy, thanks so much for bringing us all about this, the Polar Bear Festival.
Yay.
It is a lot of fun. Not for everybody, but still a lot of fun. Jimmy, next time, are you going to try it out next year maybe?
Yeah, next year, I'll get back to the water. I'll jump in.
I mean, you do cold showers.
And I'll drag you down too. We're doing it together.
도전합시다. Jimmy, I'll see you next week.
All right, I'll see you guys next week.
All right. Everybody, we're going to wrap up the first half here, but don't go anywhere because we'll be back very soon at 5.
BEFM 부산 영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
부산 글로벌 도시재단 대표이사 전용호입니다. 부산은 대한민국의 굳건한 성장 동력으로서 물류, 금융, 영상, 관광, 문화, 디지털, 첨단 산업의 중심지인 글로벌 허브 도시로 나아가고 있습니다. 이를 위해 부산 글로벌 도시재단은 부산을 대표하는 도시 외교의 플랫폼을 지향합니다. 세계 평화도시 부산의 브랜드를 강화하는 부산 UN 위크와 부산 글로벌 도시 포럼, 유라시아 도시 외교단, 개발협력 포럼, 그리고 세계 시민축제는 부산의 소프트 파워의 상징으로 자리매김하고 있습니다. 부산 영어방송도 시민과 함께 영어하기 편한 도시, 세계와 경쟁하며 더불어 살아가는 부산을 만들어가겠습니다. 시민이 행복한 글로벌 허브 도시 부산, 부산 글로벌 도시재단이 함께합니다.
The weather is so nice today. I'm sure this won't be a big deal.
A 3-second long lapse in judgment can burn up an entire mountain, which will take 100 years to recover. We can protect these lush forests if you follow these guidelines. First, do not bring flammable materials to the mountains. Second, do not cook or camp in the mountains. Third, do not litter cigarette butts. Your small actions are the first step towards protecting the beautiful forest. This campaign is brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
김밥가게 박 사장님도 문구점 김 사장님도 우리 부산의 경제를 움직이는 사람들. 우리 동네 작은 가게로 향하는 발걸음이 우리 부산의 경제를 키워가는 한 걸음입니다. 부산 방송광고 발전 협의회.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
포열 부산 아닙니까? 원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열 부산.
포열 부산.
할까요? 포열 부산.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
Talk to someone and find out a little bit about their life. Hi, what's your name and where are you from?
안녕하세요. 저는 김아영이고 저는 부산에서 왔어요.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, 아영, 자기소개 좀 해주세요. 지금 뭐 하고 있어요?
저는 지금 디자인을 하고 있고요. 지금 텍스타일 관련해서 섬유 디자인을 하고 있고 지금 트레일 러닝 그리고 철인 대회 준비 중입니다.
멋있어요. 하고 원래 부산 사람 아니에요. 왜 부산으로 있어 왔어요?
아, 저는 원래는 대구 사람인데요. 근데 서울에서 이제 일을 한 7년 동안 하다가 이제 부산에 내려와서 결혼을 해서 이제 남편이 이제 부산에 살아서 같이 내려와서 이제 신혼집을 꾸리게 됐습니다.
와우. 남편 어떻게 만났어요? Tell us, how did you meet your husband?
오케이. 남편은 제가 트레일 러닝을 하다가 이제 어느 정도 알게 됐는데 이제 지인들이랑 이제 부산에 놀러 와서 같이 술자리나 만남을 가지다가 이제 살짝 제가 반해서 먼저 대시를 했습니다. 그래서 남편도 이제 트레일 러닝을 하는 사람이고 러닝도 같이 하고 있습니다 요즘.
와우. And 하지만 트레일 러닝 조금 설명해 주세요. 사람 트레일 러닝 아마 몰라요. What is trail running?
트레일 러닝은 러닝이랑 다를 거는 없는데 이제 보통 이제 사람들이 러닝을 달리면 도로 위에 이제 살짝 매끈한 그런 아스팔트 도로를 달리는 거에 비하면 트레일 러닝은 이제 뭐 산에 있는 모래, 뭐 자갈, 흙, 뭐 그런 것들을 밟고 달리는 거를 트레일 러닝이라고 합니다. 그냥 자연 속에서 뛰는 거를 트레일 러닝이라고 보시면 될 것 같아요.
완전 산길로 가요? 아니면 어떤 길로 트레일 러닝 해요?
트레일 러닝은 좀 여러 가지 이제 코스가 있는데요. 아스팔트도 있고 그 산 위에 이제 흙이 있는 흙길도 있고 이제 돌길도 엄청 많고요. 그럼 말 그대로 트레일 이제 자연이니까 여러 가지 코스들이 있습니다. 그래서 되게 여러 가지의 근육들을 이용을 해서 운동을 하는 러닝이라고 보시면 됩니다.
How far do you run when trail running 할 때 like 5K, 10K 얼마나 커요?
기본적으로 사람들이 많이 하는 코스가 한 10km 그리고 뭐 짧은 코스로는 단거리로는 20km, 30km 이렇게 많이 하고요. 그리고 50km부터는 중장거리로 보시면 되는데 50km 그리고 울트라 트레일 러닝이라고 해서 100km까지 사람들이 많이 하고 있습니다.
What about you, Ayang? Tell us some of the competitions that you've done.
2016년도에 이제 트레일 러닝을 시작을 해서 이제 다양한 거리 수에 이제 운동을 했는데요. 보통 대회 완주한 거로는 한 50km 그리고 100km 한 4번 정도 완주를 했고요. 주로 이제 제주도를 좋아해서 제주도에서 트레일 러닝 대회가 있으면은 거기를 이제 많이 달리고 완주를 했습니다.
100 kilometers in Jeju?
Yes.
Is it over Halasan? Over Hala Mountain?
네, 한라산을 뛰기도 하고 올레길을 뛰기도 하고 그 제주도에 있는 이제 바다 이제 해변 코스를 많이 달리기도 해요. 그렇게 이제 3데이로 이제 스테이지가 나눠져 있는 게 있는데 그 코스를 추천을 드립니다.
Wow. How when you're doing 100 kilometers, 100km 하면 how long 얼마나 거예요? Like 1시간, 2시간, 3시간. How long is 100 kilometers take?
일단 스테이지 대회로 이제 3일을 나누는 거는 시간이 기본적으로 뭐 하루에 30km씩 뛰다 보니까 엄청 오래 걸리지는 않은데 보통 엄청 한라산 갔다가 오고 그러면은 한 5시간? 모르겠어요. 좀 오래돼서 5시간, 6시간 정도 걸리는 것 같고요. 하루마다. 근데 만약에 이제 원웨이로 이제 논스톱으로 달리기 100km를 하게 되는 경우에는 밤을 새서 한 19시간 뭐 제 기준으로는 19시간 뭐 21시간 뭐 그 정도 나오는 것 같습니다.
You've ran for 20 hours?
네.
No sleeping.
네, 잠이 오긴 하는데 살짝 잠이 취해가면서 이제 달리고 그렇게 해서 완주를 했습니다.
어떻게 음식도 What did you eat when you're doing this? 음식 어떻게 했어요?
이런 만약에 논스톱 장거리 대회를 나가게 되면은 중간에 이제 드롭백이라고 50km 지점, 100km 기준으로 해서 중간인 50km 지점에는 이제 자기가 원하는 짐이나 그런 물건들을 좀 맡길 수가 있는데요. 거기서 이제 뭐 저는 죽, 뭐 빵 이런 거를 이제 제가 먹기 편한 거를 넣어놓고요. 그 말고는 이제 CP라고 해서 체크 포인트 거의 한 10km마다 있는 그 지점에서 물 아니면 뭐 이제 이온 음료 그리고 뭐 바나나 뭐 그런 여러 가지들을 이제 보급해서 먹습니다.
Amazing, 하영. What are you thinking about? 하면서 어떤 생각 나와요? What do you think about when you're doing it?
처음에 이제 레이스를 시작했을 때는 정말 이제 설레고 기쁘고 하는데 만약에 뭐 10km가 넘어가고 나서 시간이 지나고 나서는 좀 괴롭기 시작을 해요. 근데 괴롭다가도 이제 사람들이랑 같이 이제 보고 뭐 CP 가면 이제 응원해주고 그런 거에 이제 기쁨을 느끼면서 달리기 시작을 하고요. 그러고 나서 이후에 이제 꽤 많은 거리를 했을 때는 이제 자기와의 싸움이 시작되고요. 그리고 나서 완주를 했을 때는 그 자기와의 싸움에서 승리한 기쁨, 완주의 기쁨을 누리는 맛에 계속 등록을 하는 것 같습니다.
You're so amazing. 앞으로도 계속 할 거예요? Are you going to continue to do trail running?
지금 안 그래도 요즘 좀 철인에 조금 빠져가지고 달리기랑 수영이나 달리기보다는 수영이랑 자전거를 좀 타고 있는데요. 이제 다시 이제 좋은 날씨가 다가오고 있어서 한 5월에 좀 해외 대회를 나가고 싶어서 해외 대회 발리 트레일 러닝을 30km 정도를 지금 신청을 해놨어요. 그래서 거기에 따라서 이제 운동 연습을 할 예정입니다.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, 하영. 수고하세요.
감사합니다.
Thank you, Tegan, for bringing us today's On the Mic. And today we were joined by a very, very special person, a very talented person. Kim Ha-young is originally from Daegu, but now lives in Busan with her husband. She works as a designer, and her hobby is trail running. She explains about trail running and how it's the same as regular running, but the courses can be over mountains, through dirt, and other various terrain. And she's completed 100-kilometer trail running races 4 times, and various other distances such as 50 kilometers. And these days she is focusing on preparing for the triathlon, so swimming and cycling as well. 되게 대단하신 분인데 이분의 뭐 어투랑 이 목소리도 되게 멋있어가지고 I could listen to a podcast of her, I think. Really cool. Thank you to Kim Ha-young 씨. And we had some messages coming in. We had Jenny Nim saying trail runner 체력이 정말 넘사벽이시네요. Totally agree. And 성인음 님 welcome to the show saying 퇴근 질문이 정말 좋아요라고 했어요. 그래서 저도 여쭤봤답니다. Yeah, really good questions. Things that we get curious about, like what do you eat? Do you not sleep while you do these long running courses? Really good stuff. And this segment is every single day, bringing us the people who live in the city. Welcome to people who are just joining now as well. Umpanim, welcome to the show, saying 안녕하세요. Good to see you. And also said 예전에 수영 배울 때 이 지금 별명이라서 숨쉬기 할 때 배우는 음파. Ah, that's how you got your name. Okay. So when you were swimming, it was a nickname that you got because of your, I guess, the way you breathed, I guess. That's a cool name. I don't know what, I thought it was like sound waves, like umpa. But I guess that makes sense too. Good to have you here. And also, Pornim, welcome to the show, saying hi all. Hope you're having a great Monday, Pornim. I want to remind you of today's text topic, which is, what do you do when you want to make up with someone after having a fight? 오늘의 텍스트 토픽은요, 누군가와 다퉜을 때 어떻게 화해하시나요? 예를 들어서 먼저 미안하다고 말한다. 아니면 상대가 먼저 미안하다고 말하길 기다린다. Or maybe 말하지 않는다. 아무렇지 않게 대한다. There's lots of ways that people could react to, having a fight with someone. Of course, it does depend on the situation, right? 다 케바케인데. We have some messages regarding this. So let's take a listen. I'm going to scroll up until we find some of them. Okay. Bennynim said, for me, I will say sorry first and then ask them to a dinner to apologize as well. Wow. And the reason, a perfect way to bury the hatchet, is to settle your problems in a sincere way. I love that. Oh, Bennynim, I want to have fights with you. You can take me to dinner and apologize to me. That's awesome. What a gentleman you are. And that's a good expression, bury the hatchet. 화해하다는 뜻이죠. So awesome stuff. Thank you for letting me know that. It's really cool. Let's have a look here. We have 고수님 saying 서로 다툼이 일어났다면 저는 주로 시간을 갖고 기다립니다. 그래도 화해가 안 된다면 그냥 내버려 둡니다. 그러다 보면 대화할 시기가 왔을 때 분답니다. 고집불통인 것 같아요, 저는. You know what? Me too. I am quite a stubborn person. I also have a bit of like 뒷끝, I think. If I fought with someone, I usually have the bad tendency to remember it for a long time and then still be a little bit 삐졌어 because I remember that. So it's not a good thing to have and I want to get rid of it. So I'm kind of similar to you, 고수님. Kind of stubborn. I kind of hold grudges sometimes. We have more messages coming in. 만학도 영우님 said, 안녕하세요. 지금 들어왔어요. 지금까지 누구랑 싸워본 적이 없는 것 같아요. Wow, that's impressive. 결혼 32년 차인데 남편하고도 싸운 적이 없어요. 제가 무지 잘 참는 편이거든요. 싸움이 날 것 같으면 제가 옳은 건 틀렸던 간에 제가 참고 입을 다물어 버립니다. You know what? It's awesome that you don't fight, but I feel kind of 답답해 for you. Sometimes you don't want to 참아. You don't want to hold in. Sometimes you just want to roar like a lion. That's an amazing quality you have, 만학도 영우님, to be able to hold it in. But is that healthy? 정신적으로는 건강할까요? What do you think, Chang PD? Is it mentally good to you to just 참아? I don't know. Can you?
I can't.
I can't. No, I can't either. Yeah, that's amazing. But take care of yourself as well. If you feel angry, I think sometimes you should let it out. But you know what? You said you haven't had a fight with your husband in 32 years. So don't take my advice. It's probably not good advice. But thanks for sharing. That's really interesting to know. Michael Kimnim messaged who let us know that they had a fight. He had a fight with his daughter at the beginning of the show. And we mentioned some things on air and he just messaged back saying 방금 딸내미와 다투고 삐져 있었는데 딸내미가 먼저 말을 걸어와서 닉는 말씀처럼 어쩔 수 없이 다시 자존심이 무너져버리고 아빠는 딸 바봉 모두가 되어서 딸내미가 원하는 것을 해줬습니다. 아유, I'm glad that you made up, Michael Kimnim. And, I guess if I'm not a dad myself, so I don't exactly know the feeling. I can kind of imagine though, right? If you've got a precious daughter, you want her to be happy, right? So I think maybe for the sake of the relationship, maybe you did a good thing. And I'm glad it's resolved, Michael Kimnim. So I'm very happy that things are a little bit better. That's good. Let's not try and fight again. 성이름님 also said 누군가와 다툰 후에 저 같은 경우에는 누가 잘못했는지에 따라서 달라집니다. 제가 잘못했으면 사과하겠지만 그렇지 않다면 상대가 사과할 때까지 그냥 손절입니다. I'm kind of on the same thing as you. I wish I was more like some other people where I could go and say sorry first, but it is difficult. It's difficult, so I do agree with you. But Jinli-nim has a really good answer. I like this one. From Jinli in a Piece-nim says, 남편과 사소한 일로 다툰 후에 잠깐의 시간을 내어서 내가 잘못한 것을 생각해 봅니다. 조금이라도 생각나면 먼저 사과합니다. 사실 먼저 사과한 사람이 위너예요. 아무렇지 않은 척은 답답해서 못해요. 다툼은 혼자 하는 게 아니기 때문에 둘 다 조금씩 잘못은 한 게 분명하죠. 와, 진짜 현명한 말씀이신 것 같아요. The first person who makes up is the winner. Sometimes we think, not saying sorry, I will be the winner. 내가 이길 거지. I'm going to win. I'm not going to say sorry. But I think you're right. The first person to apologize is the best thing to do because, you know, everyone has some part to play in a fight. So I think that's very mature of you, Jinli Nim. Lots of inspiration, for sure. Maybe I will rethink when I have fights. Okay, anyway, everyone, you can message into #9050, 샵 9050, which will cost you 101, a Kakao Talk message, or a YouTube live message. We're going to be back with Busan Quizmaster, so don't go anywhere. Before that, this is a request song by Sudok Nim. This is Havana by Camila Cabello.
Havana, ooh, na, na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, na, na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na, na, na. All of my heart is in Havana. There's something about his manners. Havana, ooh, na. He didn't walk up with that, how you doing? When he came in, he said there's a lot of girls I can do it, but I can't without knowing forever in a minute. That summer night, and Papa says he got Milo in him. He got me feeling like ooh. I knew it when I met him. I loved him when I left him. Got me feeling like ooh. And then I had to tell him I had to go. Oh na 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 na. Havana, ooh na na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh na na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na na na. All of my heart is in Havana. My heart is in Havana, Havana, na na.
Jeffrey, just graduated fresh on campus. Fresh out East Atlanta with no mountains down. Fresh out East Atlanta, up on board like a traffic jam. Yeah. I was quick to pay that girl like Uncle Sam. Here you go, ayy, take it on me. Shout the craving on me, get the beating on me, on me. She waited on me, yeah, well, shout the caking on me, got the bacon on me. This is history and I'm making on me, on me. Point blank, close range, that feed. If it goes a million, that's me. I was getting moolah, baby.
Havana, ooh na na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh na na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na na na. All of my heart is in Havana. My heart is in Havana, Havana, ooh na na. Take me back, back, back. Take me back, back, back. Take me back, back, back.
That was Havana by Camila Cabello, requested by Sudok Shonnim. Thank you very much for that song request. I remember we used to play this song a lot about 4 or 5 years ago. I guess that's when Camila Cabello was kind of hot stuff and her music was very popular. So that brought back memories. Thank you for that request song. The time is now 5:18 in the afternoon. We've got some messages related to fighting and making up, because today's text topic is how would you make up with someone after a fight? 누군가와 다퉜을 때 어떻게 화해하시나요?가 오늘의 텍스트 토픽인데요. 질문인데요. 본인께서 누군가와 다퉜을 때 화해. 저는 제가 잘못하면 사과하고 그분이 잘못하면 그분 사과를 기다리는 편이에요. 근데 좀 더 친한 사이면 자연스럽게 화가 풀리는 것 같아요. So if you're like close friends, you kind of don't even need to talk about it. It just, like you said, 자연스럽게 풀리게 되죠. The next day you just forget about it, right? And you end up being friends. Yeah, I've definitely been in a few of those friendships for sure where you don't really mention it. That's a good point. Okay. Well, if you've got any more messages, please do send them to me. Right now, it is time for Quiz Master. And this is where we have a quiz. And we have prizes to give away. We have, for today, an acrostic poem. This is 이행시, right? So I'm going to give you a word, and you have to make a poem with the first letter of each word. So, 오늘의 단어는 무엇일까요? 호떡입니다. It's such a hard word. 되게 어려울 것 같은데요. 오늘의 단어가 호떡입니다. I guess sweet, pancakey kind of thing. I don't know the English for it. 그냥 호떡이라고 하시면 돼요. 네, 멋진 시를 보내주신 분들 중에 추첨을 통해서 선물을 드리겠습니다. 호떡. This is hard because there aren't many words that begin with 떡, except 떡 and 떡볶이 and things like that. I can't think of one. Maybe, okay, let me try. 호불호가 갈리는 떡을 좋아하십니까? There you go. That was easy. Go on, 장PD, you make one. 띄워줄게요.
호랑이한테 물려가도 정신만
떡
똑바로 차리면 삽니다.
Wow, you made that in advance, didn't you? 이미 생각하고 있었는 것 같은데요. That's very good. That's very good. Okay, yeah, let me know. pound 9050 샵 9050 which will cost you 101. Kakao Talk message or YouTube live message. The best ones, the most creative ones, the funniest ones, and whatnot will receive a prize. We're going to take a song break and we'll be back to read some of these. This is In the Still of the Night by the Five Satins.
Precious love, where before hold me again with all of your might in the still of the night. In the still of the night. Dubai. the still of the night, still of the night, in the still of the night.
That was In the Still of the Night by the Five Satins. Our producer informed me that's from the movie The Irishman with Robert De Niro, a Scorsese movie. He recommended to watch it, but it's a 3-hour-long movie, so I haven't watched it yet. But anyone else has seen it? If you enjoyed it, then tell me as well, and maybe I'll get around to watching it. Before we move on to our quiz questions, we do have a couple of messages regarding fighting. Jubro, welcome to the show. Jubro says, what did he say? I lost the message, saying, where did you go? That's the trouble with scrolling with messages. Here we go. Jubro says, I'd say it first, but if someone crosses the line, I'll ignore them forever. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. Also, 7374번님, welcome to the show, saying 저는 제가 먼저 가서 왜 그래? 이야기하자 하는 스타일이에요. 풀어주려고 노력해요. 반대로 제가 화나 있을 때도 상대가 다가와서 물어봐줬으면 좋겠거든요. You seem like another very wise person who tries to initiate friendship initiate a makeup. I think that's the word I'm looking for. And that's very wise of you. And thank you for messaging in and welcome to the show. Now, we are back to our Quizmaster. We are doing an acrostic poem. 이행시 하고 있는데요. 오늘의 단어는 호떡입니다. It's a difficult one, but we've got some interesting ones coming in. So let's have a little read of these. We had 7374번님 saying 호의를 보여주시는 분들께 감사의 의미로 떡을 돌리고 싶어요. 어떤 떡이 좋을까요? Is this a metaphor or is this actually meaning 떡? Oh, she's really going to give dog out to everybody. It can be metaphor, like giving. Okay, like luck and stuff. Right, okay, that's good. Double meaning. Nice one. 3865번님 saying 호하하 좋다 떡 주겠답니다. 야후. Is that Santa 할아버지인가요? I like that. It's very cheerful. I like it. Let's have a look at S.님. Welcome to the show, my friend. Saying 호유월 부산 올해 떡상 힘차게 in 괄호 안에. Oh, I like it. Actually, you're not the first person to use the term 떡상, which is good. So that's a good one to use actually. Let's have a read of some more. Okay. 성이름님 says 호랑이가 말합니다. 떡 하나 주면 안 잡아먹지. Oh, I like that. That's a good one to scare kids. You can scare kids in like some kind of fairy tale with that one. Very creative. I like it. Let's have a look for some more. Summonim says 호랑이 기운을 담아 떡상 가자. 아유, 좋아요. I like it. Get the power of a tiger and then blast off. Let's become millionaires or let's have lots of success. I like it. Good. Michael Kim님 saying, 오늘 ASMR quiz 하는 날이 아니군요. It's not. It's only Fridays, my friend. Only Fridays. We have 음파님 saying, 호주머니에 떡하니 만원이 아싸. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I would love to find 만원 in my pocket someday. Let's have a look here for some more. They're all kind of spread out here. Okay. 소희님 says, 호감형 방송 for your 부산 듣는 당신은 떡잎부터 남다른 분입니다. 떡잎이 뭐예요? 떡은 잎이 있어요?
떡잎이 뭐냐면
떡잎.
떡잎은
Louder.
나무가 올라올 때
Yeah.
거기 있는 조그만 이파리인데
Yeah.
그 이파리가 좀 크고 튼튼하면 이 나무는 크게 자라요.
Oh, really? I have no idea.
떡잎은 뭐라 그럴까?
Okay.
It's a metaphor of the beginning of it.
Okay, at the beginning of like the seed sprouting. Okay. Okay, so it's the beginning of something to get really more successful. Okay, I've learned something there as well. I thought it would be like the leaves of rice cake or something, but it's not that. That's a good one. Thank you for that. We also have 수덕손님 saying 호 불며 겨울에 먹는 호떡은 이 세상 떡 중에서 제일 맛있다. 수덕손님 very creative. I like it. 마닥도 영은님 saying 호 불어가며 먹었습니다. 구순의 엄마가 끓여주신 떡국 지난 설에 눈물이 날 정도로 맛있었어요. Lots of memories coming out of this one too, which is nice. Alright, let's have a look here. 주브로님 호떡보다 떡볶이. Me too. I prefer 떡볶이 over 호떡 as well. But they're both nice. Actually, is 호떡 made of 떡? 떡으로 만들어진 건가요? Is it? 밀가루인가요? Oh, it's interesting. Okay, 라라님 welcome to the show saying 호기심이 호감으로 변하려면 떡 맞아야지. 네 생각이 내 생각, 네 마음이 내 마음. 네 생각이 내 생각, 네 마음이 내 마음. I like it. I like that one as well. Using the 떡 to be the thing if it's right or not together. 고수님 호주머니에서 떡 꺼내 먹어야지. 한입 하실? Okay, that's kind of gross. He just pulls out dog out of their pocket. Who's going to eat that? That's interesting nonetheless. Okay, more here. Neil-nim, welcome to the show. Neil-nim is saying, if I can click on it correctly, 호 불어먹는 뜨거운 겨울 간식. 떡 벌어진 내 입으로 순식간에 사라지는 호떡. Oh, I guess that means you love 호떡 a lot. Okay, that's really good. Any more? Okay. We have some more coming in. If only the internet was fast enough. 강성헌님, welcome to the show, saying 호랑이한테 물려가도 떡만 있으면 괜찮아요. I like it. That's the same kind of vibe as 성이름님's one, right? Where if you give them a bit of 떡, they won't eat you. You'll be okay. Okay, 떡잎, seed leaf, suggested by 수덕손님. I think this is correct. Seed leaf. Okay, I still have no idea what that is. Even I don't know what a seed leaf. I guess it's more of a metaphorical expression. But still, any more, send them to me, #9050, 샵 9050, or a KakaoTalk message, or a YouTube live message. I'll read some more when I can. My throat's drying out though, so let's take a song break. This is Hey by Simon Dominic.
와 나를 못 잡아먹어서 안 데리고 진짜 내한테 그러네 진짜 진짜 내는 막 천사도 아니고 악마도 아니야 내 돈이랑 똑같은 인간으로 다녀 삶이라는 이 영화에 내는 그냥 다녀 말 그대로 내가 할 수 있는 건 딱 한 가지야 그저 살아가는 것 나쁘만 안 가져 그래가 지금 내가 서 있는 땅을 분양받았다 이가 중간만 가도 사는 데 다릅다고 내는 역전을 꿈꾸는 그들과는 달라 빨간 거 없고 시커먼 내 달력봐라 생일 같은 거 안 챙겨도 no problem이야 내 많은 자전거다 네 외제차 옆에다 대놔도 패배관 그딴 거 모른다 난 없겠다 그니까 잘 살아가는 내를 가만 놔둬 내 앞날에 신경 끄고 네 뒤나봐라 좀 니네 나한테 말하지 그건 너답지 않아 그럼 도대체 내다운 게 뭔데
난 너무 위험한 걸 내 입에는 금을 칠하고 언제나 난 keeping it low 난 이룰 게 없는 걸 난 오늘도 숨을 아끼고 언제나 난 ready to go
결혼은 아직은 생각 안 해 우리 집 부엌에 보면 여자가 좋아할 만한 찻잔에 침대도 더블 사이즈다 이가 근데 난 됐다 자식한테 좀 늙은 부모가 될지라도 상관 안 해 마음의 준비가 변명이 되는 요즘에 난 꿈을 먼저 만질게야 오래 믿음에 좀 나면 어떤 너 이것도 좋아하는 사람이 있을 기라 지금 내 사랑의 휴양전의 비수기다 연애를 하든 뭐라든 차가운 시선 따위는 됐습니다 좋은 죽은 안 해줄 거면 저리 가있어 알겠습니까 내는 잘난 놈들 사이에서 그냥 잘된 놈이 될 끼고 내가 가진 자식아 많아는 절대 안 뺏기고 살아갈기야 한 치 앞도 모르겠는 세월의 변함에 내는 한 발짝 물러서가 천천히 지켜보는 게 편하대 쇠빠지게 살아가는데 내는 맛 스스럼 없다 어린 어떨 때부터 난 거칠게 으르렁 컸다
난 너무 위험한 걸 내 입에는 금을 칠하고 언제나 난 keeping it low 난 이를 게 없는 걸 난 오늘도 숨을 아끼고 언제나 난 ready to go
이따위가 내 이따위가 마 이따위가 낭만이 이따위가 사랑이 이따위가 내 이따위가 마 올기다위가 해뜰날 기다위가 어쨌든 간에 이따위가 내 이따위가 마 이따위가 강약이 이따위가 한방이 이따위가 내 이따위가 마 올기다위가 해뜰날 기다위가 어쨌든 간에
Oh yeah look at you 이제 나보다 더 컸다고 하지만 빨리 오르면 더 빨리 떨어져 Yeah so what look at me 나는 이걸로도 충분해 너라고 마지막까지 웃을 수 있을까 oh, 난 너무 위험한 걸 내 입에는 금을 칠하고 언제나 난 keeping it low 난 이를 게 없는 걸 난 오늘도 숨을 아끼고 언제나 난 ready to go
이따위가 내 이따위가 마 이따위가 낭만이 이따위가 사랑이 이따위가 내 이따위가 마 올기다위가 해뜰날 기다위가 어쨌든 간에 이따위가 내 이따위가 마 이따위가 강약이 이따위가 한방이 이따위가 내 이따위가 마 올기다위가 해뜰날 기다위가 어쨌든 간에
Simon Dominic의 Hey 듣고 왔습니다. Welcome back everyone to For Your Busan. It is now 5:35 in the afternoon. We're in the middle of our quiz master and today we are doing an acrostic poem with 호떡. So the 이행시 today is 호떡 and I thought it would be really difficult but I think we've received more than we ever have before so I was proven wrong. Also an interesting phrase came up, 떡잎. Which I hadn't really heard before. Now I understand what it is, thanks to our producer and 소희님 as well, saying 닉, 될성 부른 나무는 떡잎부터 다르다라는 속담이 있다고 하셨어요. Which is really interesting. So I guess when someone has they have potential to grow into a beautiful tree, right? And Haley's nodding, and if Haley's nodding, I know I'm right. There you go. There's the thumb. There's the thumb. Also, yeah. So thank you very much for that. I've learned something here too. Michael Kimnim with another one saying 호수 같은 눈빛의 소유자 헤일리님. 오늘은 헤일리데이 방송 마치시고 저랑 차 한잔 하실래요? 떡 줄 사람은 생각도 안 하는데 마이클 이 친구야 김치국을. That's very, very, very. Yeah, it's good. It's very. What do you say, Haley?
Who's paying?
장 PD.
Oh, then
there
yes. Yes, let's all go.
There you go. That was a good one. Very, very creative. Do we have any more? Okay. Okay, we've got a few, but I think we have to announce a winner for the sake of time. Our 작가 has chosen a winner. So, we are going to give a 호떡과 어울리는 커피 한 잔 누구에게 드릴까요? 성이르님께 드리겠습니다. Congratulations, surname, name, my friend. It is a pleasure. And everyone, we have these every day. Thank you so much for your creative 이행시s as well. I really did enjoy them. We do have a few more. Let me have a look. The prize has already been given out, so you can't win now. But you know what? These are good, so I'll read a couple more. We've got a message from, if I can see the screen, 2969번님 saying 호기롭게 시작해봤는데 떡에서 막히네요. 저는 꿀떡 좋아합니다. 꿀떡. I don't think I've had that. I've had 씨앗 호떡. 꿀떡. Oh, just 떡 with 꿀 on it. Oh, it's not 호떡. 호떡이 아니네. Yeah. Okay, I was thinking of 호떡. Doesn't it all have like honey. Brown sugar or honey? Something like that. Okay. All right, before we move on, I do have a quick notice for you all. A sharp drop in temperature is expected, so stay indoors if vulnerable and wear warm gear outside. Prevent freezing by running a faucet slightly and insulating pipes. And check the Safety Stepping Stone app and call your parents as well. It is going to get very cold, as it has been for the past few days, so just be a little bit more aware of your pipes and of your loved ones and your neighbours as well. If you notice anything strange, please check on them and be a good neighbour. Okay. Michael Kimnim, I did see your 호감형 오빠 nick message. I just had so many to read. I didn't read it. Sorry. I do appreciate that. Interesting to call me oppa. No one calls me oppa. Even my wife doesn't call me oppa because I don't like that. Don't know why. Anyway, let's move on because Hayley's in the studio.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
It's time for Busan Tales with Hayley.
Hello everyone.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
You're doing well?
Yeah.
I assume you have prepared an 이행시?
I am.
준비해왔죠?
Let me get my pipes ready. Yes.
All right, let's do this.
Give
All
it to me.
호!
호불호가 갈리지만
떡!
떡볶이는 쌀떡입니다.
Oh,
반박 안 받을까? 반박 안 받아요. 반박하고 싶으면 마이크 들고 오세요. 피디님, if you want to say something, strap on a mic. I believe that's mic number 6.
Yeah.
And we'll fight.
Yeah.
But it's 쌀떡, guys. It's
Okay.
쌀떡 all the way.
Okay, there you
Yeah.
go. Her opinion is not representative of Busan영어방송.
It is not.
an
It is
individual.
representative of my 3 decades of
혜리님의
떡볶이
개인
eating.
의견입니다.
네, 그렇습니다.
Also, it was kind of similar to mine at the beginning. I was like, 호불호 갈리는 something. And then I forgot what I said.
Well
but
done,
yeah.
well done.
Okay, I'll read Michael Kim's name once. He said, 오감형 오빠 닉, 떡하니 벌어진 어깨, 어쩔 거야.
As we all sit up a little straighter.
My shoulders like this.
Yeah,
there we go. How you doing, Hayley?
I'm doing well. Speaking of, that message that you read,
Yeah.
I go to our community gym, our apartment community gym, and I think I'm by far like one of the younger people. I live they're all my
live in a
parents'
retirement
age.
home.
Yeah, pretty much. I live with my parents.
Okay.
And then there is this guy, because you go at a certain time and you kind of make friends with, or at least you're friendly with everyone. So there's this one older gentleman whom just from, chatting, because it's me, I chat up with everyone. And
Yes.
I know he lives alone.
Okay.
And then there's another guy who's like, they're very friendly. They're in the similar age. But after the Lunar New Year holiday, this one guy, he didn't show up for days, for like almost a week. And,
worrying.
that's when it was really freezing.
Yeah.
So the other older gentleman came up to me and he's like, have you seen him? And I'm like, I haven't. And it's like, I was like, when do we start to get worried?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, with this weather, I am worried. But he showed up the other day.
Okay.
So we're good. But
Okay.
I'm saying like, have a community, have a sense of community and maybe exchange phone numbers, perhaps. It's just,
I mean, for you live in the same apartment complex because it's the apartment gym. So you can afford to be a bit more in each other's business.
Exactly. I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good that you were worried and he turned up okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all's well.
So, what are we talking about in the world of Busan mysteries?
All right. So, we're going to go to some everyday stuffs because we don't think about everyday things as they are there, like the 4 p.m. duo, but they are precious, like not the 4 p.m. duo, but For Your Busan. Sorry, I was like, wait a minute, that was years and years ago.
Yes.
Something stick. But there are stories and secrets hidden in the day-to-day lives of all the things, all the kind of the menial things around us. So let me ask you, how do you get to BFM?
How do I get to BFM?
What do you take?
9 times out of 10 I walk.
Really?
Yeah, quite a while.
진짜요?
Yeah.
How long does it take?
About 35 minutes.
Interesting.
35 here, 40 back because it's uphill. 언덕에 살아가지고.
35 is not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I wouldn't.
You
Personally,
wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
I think I love walking so much. And
Right.
I don't get the chance to walk.
I think it's because I do carry my laptop, so I feel like I often feel like a mule.
Okay, yeah.
So I do like to. My favorite thing is when my regular bus lines up with the village bus that takes me like literally to the front steps of my apartment.
That's great.
And just the transfer works seamlessly.
Yeah.
But I think 6 times out of 10 I take the subway here. And then so we're going to talk about the subway. One of those everyday places that I'm sure you've at least taken once.
Yeah, and we're talking about the 지하철, right?
Not the sandwich shop. We wouldn't advertise it so blatantly. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the 지하철, the mode of transportation, because there are a lot of practical aspects to it, like being a major means of commuting, but also it's a major real estate hook. I mean, there's 역세권, right?
And that's how the prices go up and really advertise.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, I mean, recently there was a tiny apartment building that sprung up.
Yeah.
And I just looked at it. I'm not in the market, but I just looked at it and I was like, this costs how much?
Yeah.
But it was 극역세권.
Oh, like right next to it.
Yeah, it was literally right next to it.
In the subway.
It's like connected. Yeah, you can just jump there.
It's one of the carriages of the subway.
Basically, pretty much you live on the subway.
Yeah.
So why am I talking about this now all of a sudden? Why not? But this year, the year 2025, is also the 40th anniversary of Busan's subway opening. Yeah, happy birthday, big 40. Yeah. So it'll be on July 19th, so the birthday's coming up, but no reason for us not to prepare for it. So for today's 꼬.꼬.부, like the never-ending, or at least the long connected cars of the subway, we're going to talk about the stories upon stories and upon stories of Busan subways.
Yeah,
Yay.
so it's the 40th anniversary. You know, it's a relatively young subway system.
Pretty much. I mean, it's pretty spry.
Yeah,
you know, it's in the Middle Ages. Maybe it's settling down with the family.
He's doing okay. Yeah, so let's get to the very beginning.
Yes, let's. So before the subways, how did people commute across the vast metropolis, or at least what was becoming a metropolis, that is Busan?
Horse and cart.
Yes. Once upon a time they had to. And then, before that was feet. But streetcars, 전차.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, what do you...
Do you mean like on a trail? On a track?
Yeah, on a track.
A tram?
A tram,
like
right.
the ones you see in San Francisco.
Kind of, right. So, or in Europe, like in Eastern Europe as well. So these were installed during the occupational period. So, and begin, the thing is though, it does lead to, if you're trying to install roads, it does lead to accidents and safety issues.
Right.
So in the 70s, there was an exponential increase in Busan city's population. So something had to be done because they just couldn't rely on only the buses.
Right.
So they had to do something about public transportation. So the solution, according to Busan city's public officials, the 공무원s, was subways. Interestingly enough, you know how, for example, if there's going to be a new subway line, like people are going to be petitioning and protesting to get that thing near their home.
Yeah.
People were so against it.
Why? Because the noise, or?
Well, they just thought it wasn't viable. It just wasn't going to be sustainable. It was weird.
I guess back then the kind of like 역세권 개념이 없었어요.
Not exactly. Even guess who was against it? The mayor was against it. Well, it was too expensive. From his part, he had to balance the city's budget. So no one really was for it, but the public officials, they prevailed, they insisted and convinced the mayor and indeed broke ground on the subway.
One of the times where the people in the leading power maybe made the right decision.
I
over
think
the
so
public.
too. I would say so.
Michael Kimnim says, 부산 지하철 부럽네요. 저보다 젊은 친구였군요.
That's why. I was like, I believe he does live in Busan, but that's why.
Yeah. 소희님 says 하와이는 트롤리라고 하고 일본은 전차라고 하고. Actually, yeah. When I was in San Francisco, they did say trolley, which is interesting because in England, trolley는 카트라는 뜻이거든요.
Yeah, the shopping cart, shopping trolleys.
We call it a shopping trolley. Oh, yeah. We call it a trolley. But in America, it's kind of flipty-floopty, opposite ways.
That's confusing. Yeah, trams. Although I want to ask you, what do you, ladies and gentlemen, call like the subway in Korean?
지하철.
Some people call it 전철.
전철.
And that some people is me. And people are like, how old are you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't need to know that. Like that's not.
You still say 전철, right?
I say 전철, and I don't know why, but like 전철, like doesn't that? It just, I don't know. It just sticks.
I do hear some people using it.
Yeah.
So, 소님 saying 영국 튜브 이야기도 나중에 듣고 싶네요. Yeah, in England it's called the tube or the underground.
Oh, yeah, just the underground. Right.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about real estate of the subway. So, where did they end up laying down the subway line? There was a lot of controversy surrounding that part as well. It was supposed to follow that old streetcar path, so it expanded to 노포동. And then there was a bit of controversy over the old downtown area, 중앙동 and 남포동, because it just didn't seem like an appropriate ground to dig because it was reclaimed land. It was 매립지. So it was
Okay,
kind of on weaker
okay.
foundation. In any case, there were also protests with residents of 동래 and 온천장 insisting that the subway must run through their towns. I mean, you can only imagine. But
Yeah.
in any case, the subway physically changed the landscape of the city because during the construction phase, they had to literally physically take down Busan Tower, which
Really?
back then was in Seomyeon.
용두산 Tower?
Yeah, like kind of the predecessor of Busan Tower, the Busan Tower, which was by this square in Seomyeon. It was in the middle of Seomyeon intersection, which was a big roundabout back then. So for that, they had to really tear everything down. And there were also some major accidents. We can't forget about some safety issues. A ground collapse in Chungangdong, and that killed 3 and injured 4.
I guess a sinkhole.
Kind of a
wave
sinkhole,
caused
right?
by the-
Exactly. And I mean, unfortunately, those similar things are happening right now as well. In any case, the first portion spanning 범내골 to 범어사, so that was line 1, the OG line 1 original, opened on July 19th, 1985.
Wow.
Right. And then it would just continue. And from then to like the later 2000s, 1999, line 2 was created right at the end of the 20th century, 호포 to 서면. 호포. It's in Yangsan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Between Yangsan. And then in 2005, line 3. And the youngest in 2011, line 4. Line 4 is kind of a teenager.
Yeah.
It's going through like the 중이 phase right now.
Yeah. 중이병이죠 이제. Is that the blue one, the one that goes to Oshiria?
No, that's the Osiria's
that's the
동해
private
line.
line.
Right,
That's
that's
the
the
private
other
line.
line.
Okay.
By the way, line 4's Haoseon was the country's first unmanned light rail, 무인 경전철. So it doesn't have a conductor.
Interesting.
That's so interesting. Construction took a really long time. It took 7 years because they just kept finding artifacts. It was the area was like old 동래, which we've talked about. So they just kept finding and digging up articles. So that's why if you go to the Suan station on line 4, there's actually a little museum.
Really?
And that is the country's only subway station that has a museum because of all the artifacts they
You're
found.
digging underground like that, you're going to find artifacts from
That's why Gyeongju
centuries
cannot
ago.
have a subway line because they just keep finding stuff.
Temples everywhere.
Exactly. Temples everywhere, underground.
You know what's interesting with the London Underground? It's the oldest in the world.
Right.
It's from the 1800s.
Yes.
And what I hear, like sometimes when I ride it, you get a moment where you're on the subway and you flash past an abandoned subway station. Because it's so old, it predates all the world wars. They say there are like lab experiments and old abandoned like scientific labs under there, which were used like 100 years ago.
Ooh, I
so
believe
it's really
it.
creepy.
That is really creepy, but also really interesting. I mean, that could be a whole 꼬.꼬
It could be.
Yeah, right.
꼬.꼬
꼬.꼬 as a segment.
Yeah.
In any case, now that we're talking about different lines of subway, I'm going to give you a little bit of a quiz. We're going to take a little like 환승 quiz.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to give you 3 topics. You have
환승, I like
to
what you did
find you have to find the connection and you, the listeners as well. All right. The film Parasite,
Yes.
Squid Game,
Yes.
오징어 게임, and Busan subways. What do they have in common? What could they possibly have in common?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. 봉준호 and 이정재 rode them once. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I can't. Sure, I cannot I can't verify that, but
Yeah.
at some point
I
he
might be
could have.
wrong. Tell
I
us.
mean, we did hear Lee Jung-jae's voice like all the time on the subways. In
Yeah.
any case, I'm gonna give you a hint. Let's cue the clip.
Is it? This wasn't used in Squid Game as one of the games.
It was not. But so this is not this one. I mean, I see where you're getting this, but this song is called 바이날로그, and it was written by the composer Jung Jae-il, who also did the music for Parasite and Squid Game.
Oh,
I'm loving the surround sound of the O's. He's one of the most like celebrated and popular composers of our time.
Wow.
He also like co-wrote, helped to produce 야생화 by Park Hyo-shin. So he guy's got range.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
I guess he has a knack for these kind of childlike tunes.
He does. He really does. And then he did the whole like Baroque-esque music in Parasite. But just so now you know.
That's
when you
awesome.
listen to the transfer music, and this is the mute sound that'll like wake you up if you're dozing off on the subway and you're like, oh my God, where am I? It's a lot of people's alarm. I've seen many of people.
Is it unique to the last time I went to Seoul was years ago.
A while ago, I don't know if it still is, but this was the 종점 song for Seoul. That was for the end of the line.
Like you've arrived in Busan.
Yeah. Maybe you come so far that you're in Busan.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so going back to the subways, let's go back to the conductors because we talked about line 4 not having a conductor, but the other lines definitely do. And I was going through some like Busan's like trivia books, and let's highlight conductor Ha Young-jo, who was the first conductor to drive 700,000 kilometers without accidents in his long career.
That's awesome.
So, oh my God, time flies when we talk about fun stuff. So I'm just gonna throw you some random fun records.
Hit us with it.
Busan City, home to the deepest subway station. Like underground. Mandok Station, it sits 65.25 meters below the ground. If we're talking like apartment floor, it's like 23 floors down.
You know, whenever I used to get on subways that go loads, they used to creep me out because there are those apocalyptic stories where if there was nuclear war, you would be left alone on the bottom of the subway.
At least you would be safe.
But you'd run out of resources pretty quickly.
That's true.
And there's lots of vending machines, lots of japangi everywhere.
There are lots of japangi. Yeah. So
got to fight for it.
Right, and then also, funnily enough, the most shallow, the least deep subway, also in Busan as well. That would be the Panya Agricultural Market Station.
Okay.
It sits 4.5 meters below the ground.
Oh wow! You can hear that then.
You can hear it. But then the thing is, it also has the tallest building, the subway building, because I think the maintenance center's there. So it has like 6 above ground stories. But yeah.
I would have said Suyeongyuk would be the shallowest because they have the vent grates there on the side and you can hear whenever a subway comes and goes.
Have you tried like taking the stairs though?
In Suyeong?
Yeah.
It's like a ramp, isn't it?
It's deep.
Oh, is it deep?
It's deep. Try taking the stairs. Okay. Also, finally, longest name. 국제금융센터 부산은행역 at 10 letters has the longest Korean name out of the entire country.
I used to work nearby, so I used to get off all the time.
Yeah.
And someone said, "Where do you get off?" I'd be like,
국제 거기
거기 그 은행이 있는.
I always stand kind of next to people in suits because I know they're going to get off at that station and I can sit. Yeah.
Brilliant. Hayley, thank you so much for bringing us this awesome information about our wonderful 40-year-old subway. I'll catch you next week.
Bye-bye.
Everyone, we've got to wrap up the show here. It's been a pleasure. Monday is down. I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, please stay warm, stay safe, and have a wonderful evening. The show was produced by Chang Yeon-jun, written by Hong Young-hwa. I've been your host, Nick. Have a great evening.